Stop chasing love. Stop begging for it. The minute you do, you've already lost. This world has trained us to believe that love is something we need to plead for, something we have to earn by sacrificing who we are. That's a lie. Begging for love, it drains your soul, strips you of dignity, and leaves you broken. Here's the truth. Real love is not something you beg for. It's something you attract. And if you've been searching, hoping, or bending over backward to be seen, then it's time to stop and listen. Because today, we're going to change the way you look at love forever. Are you ready for that truth? Let's go. There's a story I heard once about a man who gave everything for love. He met someone who seemed perfect, everything he thought he wanted. So he poured his heart out. He bought gifts, canceled plans for her, bent over backward to make her happy. But no matter what he did, it was never enough. One day he asked her, "Why don't you love me the way I love you?" She looked him in the eyes and said, "Because you've made it too easy. You've given me everything, but you've left nothing for yourself." That moment shattered him. But it taught him something that most people never learn. Love that you beg for, love that you plead for, it will never fulfill you. Why? Because when you beg, you lower yourself. You teach the world and yourself that you're not worthy of being loved freely. He made a decision that day. He decided to stop asking for her love. Instead, he turned inward. He worked on himself. He became the kind of person who didn't need to beg, because he realized something powerful. Love isn't something you get. It's something you create by becoming the best version of yourself. And when he stopped chasing, love came to him. Real, authentic love. The lesson? Stop begging for what's already yours to give, because the person you're waiting for, they're waiting for you to realize your worth. Let's break this down. If you want to stop begging for love and transform your life, there are 3 essential steps you need to take. These aren't just ideas. These are strategies that will shift your mindset and attract the love and respect you deserve. Step 1. Stop chasing. Start building yourself. The moment you stop chasing love, you take back your power. When you chase, you're telling the world, "I'm not enough." But hear this. Love isn't found in desperation. It's found in purpose. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. Get your health in order. Build your career. Develop your passions. When you grow, you become magnetic. And the right people, they can't help but be drawn to you. Step 2. Set boundaries that demand respect. Love without boundaries is chaos. If you let people walk all over you, they will. Boundaries aren't about keeping people out. They're about protecting what's valuable. You. Say no when something doesn't feel right. Don't accept half-hearted love or people who can't meet you halfway. When you stand firm, you'll attract people who respect your time, energy, and heart. Step 3. Love yourself first. The most important relationship you'll ever have is the one with yourself. If you don't love yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? Take time to figure out what makes you happy. Learn to enjoy your own company. Invest in your growth and celebrate your wins, big or small. When you love yourself fully, you set the standard for how others will treat you. Let me ask you this. How much longer will you wait for someone to see your worth? How many times will you let yourself be disrespected because you're afraid to walk away? Why do you think love is something you have to earn by giving away pieces of yourself? It's not. You're not a charity case for someone's affection. You are the prize. Think about the relationships you've had where you begged for love. Did it ever feel fulfilling? Or did it leave you empty, questioning yourself, wondering if you were ever good enough? Now, what if I told you that the only person you ever needed approval from was staring back at you in the mirror? What would you do differently if you truly believed you were enough? Here's the hard truth. People will only love you as much as you love yourself. So if you don't believe you're worthy, how can they? If you don't demand respect, how will they know to give it? And let's confront the fear head on. You think walking away means being alone forever, but is being with someone who doesn't value you really better than being alone? It's not. Stop settling. Stop waiting for someone to complete you. Instead, ask yourself, what do I want? What do I deserve? Because love isn't about convincing someone to stay. It's about meeting someone who's already ready to stay by your side. Let these questions sit with you. Let them challenge the way you've been thinking about love. Because growth starts with hard questions, and the answers you find, they'll change your life. Now that you've faced those hard truths, it's time to act. Love isn't just something you stumble upon. It's something you attract by the way you live, the way you value yourself. So here are 3 powerful steps you can take today to stop begging for love and start commanding it instead. Step 1. Set clear boundaries. Love without boundaries is chaos. You need to define what you will and will not accept in a relationship. This isn't about being rigid, it's about protecting your peace. Ask yourself, what are my non-negotiables? Write them down. Whether it's respect, honesty, or emotional support, these are the pillars of a healthy relationship. If someone can't meet those standards, they're not the one for you. Remember, boundaries don't push people away. They draw the right people closer. The ones who respect your standards will stay. The rest will naturally fall away, and that's okay. Step 2. Focus on building yourself. First, instead of chasing love, chase growth. Invest in your own happiness, your own dreams, and your own self-worth. Take up that hobby you've always wanted to try. Pursue the career that sets your soul on fire. Surround yourself with people who uplift and inspire you. The stronger and more fulfilled you are as an individual, the less you'll feel the need to rely on someone else for your happiness. And when you love your life, the right people will want to be a part of it. Step 3. Practice self-love daily. You've heard this before, but let me make it clear. Self-love is not optional. It's essential. It's the foundation of everything. Every day, remind yourself of your worth. Speak kindly to yourself, even when you make mistakes. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small they seem. Self-love isn't about arrogance. It's about knowing you deserve good things, including love. And when you radiate that energy, you'll attract the kind of love that reflects it. You've heard the truth today, and now it's time to own it. Love isn't about begging, pleading, or proving your worth to someone who doesn't see it. It's about standing tall, knowing who you are, and refusing to settle for anything less than the respect, commitment, and connection you deserve. But here's the thing. This isn't just a message. It's a call to action. Because no one else is going to do this for you. No one is going to come into your life and magically make everything better. That's your job. You have to be your own savior. You have to rise up and say, enough is enough. Enough of the doubts, enough of the settling, enough of the fear that you're not enough. Because you are. Every setback, every heartbreak, every time you felt overlooked or unworthy, it wasn't the end. It was a lesson, a chance to grow, a chance to build something better. And now, it's time to take everything you've been through and use it to create the life and love you deserve. When you choose yourself, when you pour your energy into becoming the best version of who you are, love will find its way to you. It won't come because you chased it. It will come because you radiated it. So, here's my challenge to you. Start today. Start now. Stand in front of that mirror, look yourself in the eyes and say, I deserve better. Say it until you believe it, and then go out into the world and live it. Because you weren't put on this earth to beg for love. You were put here to be loved for exactly who you are. If this message hit home for you, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe to this channel right now for more powerful lessons like this. Share this video with someone who needs to hear it, because we all know someone who's struggling to see their worth. And remember, every step you take toward valuing yourself is a step toward the life you deserve. So keep pushing, keep growing, and don't ever settle. You've got this. Now go out there and live it.